very, very quick update. So I am packing up all my sets, and this is my problem. So I get lots of used lots, either from Facebook Marketplace, rarely eBay anymore, but I did get a used lot a while back, and Value Village. And this year was, I would say, an exceptional year for me. Most years are exceptional when it comes to finding Lego, but I am continuously surprised how the Lego that I find. And it is slowing down, straight up. It is slowing down, both because I am slowing down looking, and the sets out there are becoming more expensive. The lots out there are becoming more expensive and more rare. There was 2 Ice Planet, I forget what they call it, the capital ship and Ice Planet. There was 2 of them on my Facebook Marketplace at the same time. One was 150, one was 200 plus. I just can't I already have 2, I don't need more. Anyway, so leave it for the next guy. So the lots are slim pickings these days. But this is tangentially related to what I want to talk about. So I built one of these, 6901, I think it is. I don't remember set numbers very well, unless it's like a few of them. And I built this thing a long time ago, knowing that I was missing the windshield, because I ran out of trans-green windshields. So this was up on the shelf, and I brought it out for testing of my little carpet runners, my little table runners, knowing that I was missing windscreen. I had forgotten about that. This thing was sitting in the back of a shelf somewhere, because I built it like a long time ago, like a couple years back. Now I do have one in the layout that's complete. I think I have a few more in storage that were complete, but I built one more just to see if I could at one point, and I realized that the missing piece was the windshield. And that was a long time ago. And of course, I've got lots of collecting since then. And while I was cleaning up here, there, and everywhere, and I said, I wonder, since I built that thing a bunch of years back, because I won't remember, hey, this is what happens. You say, oh, I'm going to build this. Oh, I'm missing that part. I'm going to remember that I'm missing that part the next time I'm looking around. I'm going to see if they got it. No, you forget. There's like a million parts that I'm missing in half these sets. So it's like, they have multiple copies of them, the one at the end. And I say, so I do forget. And I say, but I was cleaning, I was going to put this thing in a Ziploc, and I realized, oh, I'm missing windshield. So I'm going to go check my trans green bin. And lo and behold, at some point over the last bunch of years, and this reinforces my whole point that overall, I can bricklink them, but I already have copies of them together somewhere in this mess of my house. So the fun for me is looking in the used market and finding what and being surprised what I find. I mean, as I mentioned just a couple weeks back, I got a capacitor in a lot from Value Village, a capacitor in 2 9-volt motors. Now, one of the motors was completely seized, but the other one's perfect. So I like being surprised. And again, I got this between building that and today. This is the first time I actually thought about looking for one in my collection since I built that. And I said, even though at the time, I remember as soon as I saw it, I was going to see if I can find one of those and one of these used lots that I bought, but I completely forgot about it. So up until like maybe 2 years ago to now, I got this and one of the used lots that I got, right? So I was like, huh. so here's me. Let's do it this way so you can see. Here's me trying to, not take this thing apart too much. I might have mentioned this in the review. This is a wonderful set, and again, it's got really, really good tiles in there and really good slopes. The gold's still there. The gold's still there. Some of the gray has faded a little bit, turned like you can sort of see the difference in the grays. But the one deficiency with this, and even the jumper plate has no groove on the bottom. I didn't even realize that. I think that's probably 6901 maybe had the non-groove plate, jumper plate, but I'm thinking this was from a 3-digit classic space set, not a 4-digit classic space set that came with the 1x2 jumper plate with no groove. I'm not an expert. But anyway, I probably talked about this when I reviewed this set. It's a wonderful set, some good pieces in here, like 6 tires. But the huge deficiency is this gap that exposes the people inside to space. So it is what it is. So so this is basically what I do. On this note, I find an appropriately sized Ziploc. This one's going to be this guy here, maybe. Yeah, it should be fine. And I take off the stuff that I think might break. The antenna comes off, that antenna comes off, this antenna comes off, and then the rest of it just goes in here. So, and there you go. So now this thing is, so if it breaks more inside the bag, it's going to happen sometimes, but I know how to build this one. Some of them I don't have to build, so I'm going to have to like either have an internet connection when I'm setting this stuff up, or I'm going to have to print off all these PDFs that I got saved somewhere. And then it'll go into the tote. So this is what I'm doing right now. And I decided to show you again. I don't want to call it flexing. I am continuously amazed as to what I have in my collection. Even though I shouldn't be, because I get amazed by sometimes the sun coming up in the morning. Ooh, look how beautiful that is. And yet I've been 55 years and watching the sun come up. Well, not every day, but appreciating, you know, the finest creation that we live in. But I should not be surprised at my collection, because I've been collecting it for 50 years and I know what I want and I see it and I grab it. And so, but on little things like that, I go, ooh, maybe I got something between then and now. Oh, yeah, I did. And I'm happy. And the more organized I get, and this week is a bad example because I'm not organized at all this week because, you know, various things going on. But overall, the more I get this room organized, the happier I am because I can find stuff easier. And on that specific note, I did go out and buy, thanks to my friend Jeffy, I bought one of these for testing. Got this at Value Village. I mean, not Value Village, the dollar store. So they're not that expensive, although the sticker didn't come off easy, but whatever. I'm going to sort out my 1x1 plates, one color, because I'm not changing that, into here and see how far it gets me. And I'm almost guaranteeing I need 2 or 3 of these, which means that this is going to be more space than one of my bins over there, one of these bins, to sort out the 1x1 by function, by type. Instead of whatever. We'll see. So there might be a video on that soon. But anyway, that's it. That's all. I will talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye.